Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we will be taking a break from the regular programming. The reason for this is that I'm actually on my way to look at a vehicle which hopefully will be coming home with me. Before that, let's roll the intro. The vehicle that I'm on my way to check out is in fact an old Mercedes G500 manufactured in the year 2002. I wasn't actively searching for a G-Wagon, but owning one has always been a childhood dream of mine, and when a viewer expressed interest in buying the diesel ML, I decided that the time has finally come for me to get one. That being said, me wanting to get a G-Wagon and me being able to afford one are two completely different things. As many of you may know, the Mercedes G-Wagon actually holds its value tremendously well. This, coupled with the fact that here in Europe used cars are in general quite a bit more expensive in comparison to those in the US, I wasn't left with a lot of options. In short, the only way I could ever afford a G-Wagon would be to buy something that is old and needs a lot of work. Initially, I found a G500 that I liked quite a lot in the Netherlands. The vehicle, however, was in too good of a condition and the price was simply not something that I could afford, especially considering that I would need to pay for it to get shipped to my home base here in Eastern Europe. So right when I was beginning to become desperate, I came across an advert for a 2002 model year long wheelbase G500 with scarce photos, suspiciously low both mileage and price, and to cap it all off, no further description whatsoever. While normal people will probably not look at such an advert twice, this idiot picked up his phone and immediately contacted the seller. After talking to the seller, it turns out that the G500 was originally a Japanese vehicle and stayed there until sometime in 2015-2016. At that point, after being purchased by its second owner at an auction, it was imported to Germany. Unfortunately, it wasn't able to pass the rigorous TÜV inspection and was left to rot in a garage until 2018, when the guy who is currently selling it purchased it. He was hoping to fix the majority of the issues plaguing this Mercedes and to get it successfully registered here in Eastern Europe, where the annual vehicle technical checks are quite a bit more laxed. While he did manage to get the car registered, the local Mercedes dealer quoted him an insane amount in order to make it roadworthy. At that point, the car was left parked in a garage once again, with the idea to get fixed at some later point in the future. As you can imagine, years went by and that time never came. The owner said that for the past several years, the G500 hasn't been moved at all. The only thing he has done is once or twice a year he would start the engine and let it run for a bit, just so that the cylinder walls don't rust up. Hearing all of this convinced me that this was the exact vehicle I was looking for. So without wasting any time, I immediately expressed interest in seeing it as soon as possible, and here I am today on my way to look at a G500, which hopefully will be coming home with me and also be setting the stage for a new restoration project. The owner doesn't speak that good English and he didn't also want to be on camera. He did, however, allow me to film the car. So here it is. I've taken the cover of the G500 and now I can take a closer look at it. I really hope the audio is going to turn out good enough, because there is some sort of air circulation system in this underground parking garage. You can see the ducting right there and also on here on this side, and it's super loud. But if it's too bad, if it's unbearable, I will do a voiceover over this. But anyway, let's take a good look at it. Overall, the G-Wagon looks in fairly good condition. You can see here it's how dusty it is. It's dirty but clean. Looks in overall good condition. I can see some touch-up paint markings here. Also here for some reason on this gutter. Two more on this side. And it continues. Actually, two more on this side here as well. I don't know if you can see those, but there are two more here. Oh, and some rusting going on this metal bracket. So the paint is chipping and there is rust starting to form. I can also see from the get-go that this door isn't something wrong with this door actually. If you can see, the space here, and here is like I can stick my finger right through here, and it seems alright. I cannot really stick my finger here, so there's something wrong with this door, with the driver's door, and it's actually not aligned properly as well. You can see if I put on the camera like this, yeah, you can clearly see how it's just way out, it's sticking way too much. The front here looks fairly alright, the panel gaps looks decent. I think there is just some alignment issue going on right here, and on the top as well. Actually, you can see where this door is and where this one is. I can stick my finger here, and I can't stick my finger here at all. So this is way too high and sitting way too out. So there's something wrong with this door. Let's see if there's any rust here. I can't really see anything because it's too dark, and I forgot my flashlight, but I can't see any rust here. Let's go to the back. Looks fairly clean. Looks like we have rear parking sensors. See here on the rear bumper. There's also some bubbling on this metal bracket. Paint missing. Rust starting to form up. See on this side, yeah, here on the gutter as well, somebody used some liberal amount of touch-up paint in order to cover it up, but it seems quite bad. So yeah, we have these same markings here, also here, and also here in the front. And these seem to be all evenly spaced apart and at the exact same locations on both sides, or on the left and the right side of the vehicle. So this leads me to believe there was something on top at some point, maybe a roof rack or something of that sort, because otherwise it wouldn't make any sense for that to be there. Let's see how this side is, other than the markings on the gutters. It's fairly alright as well. Again, you can't really see anything here, but there doesn't seem to be any rust. There is some surface rust, but that's normal for a G-Wagon and for a G-Wagon that's 20 years old. Let's see the doors. There's a nick here, and something here as well on the top. Other than that, this door looks alright. Panel gaps seem fine. And here on this front passenger door, the gap seems a little bit excessive, but other than that, it seems it's sticking out a bit as well. Not as much as the front driver's door, but still, it's sticking out a little bit. Let's see the front. Front looks quite good. See here, some paint chips. Yep. So this will need to be touched up or repainted. What is this? There's some wires coming to the gutter, and yeah, they're coming over here. So this reinforces my idea that at some point this used to have something on the top. Whether that would be lights or a roof rack with lights or something, there was something on top of this at some point. Well, let's see what we have on the inside. It's quite dark and I'm pretty sure I aren't able to see much, but let's see. Right from the get-go, I can tell you it's really stuffy. The air here is moist for some reason, and it smells like an old woman's closet, which hasn't been opened for the last 5 years. And also it seems that the old woman curled up and died in there for the past maybe 1 or 2 years as well. so that's from where the moisture comes. But yeah, it smells terrible, really bad. It seems like the owner tried to mask the smell with vanilla scent. Oh, we have one more right over there, but it smells even worse with those. It's terrible. Let's see, other than that, seat looks to be in good condition. Leather seems quite supple and plush. Same on the driver's side. See here, these things are always broken. Oh, we have a fuse. Oh, we have two fuses actually. That's always a great sign. Let's see, on the other side, more fuses and 10 cents. So if I buy this car, I'm already starting to get a return on my investment. The center console seems to be in good order. Let's see here, some documentation. Probably has the owner's name and stuff, so I'm not going to show that on video. I'll check it out after we film everything. So this thing here is broken, and it's actually, oh, actually it's quite broken. So it's flapping around. Let's see this. This is alright. These are usually the broken ones. I have never seen these being broken, but of course, oh shit, I kind of broke it even more. Perfect. Let's put this back just the way it was. Okay, let's not break the car further before it's actually mine. Let's see here in the back. Seems to be in good condition. Seats look nice. Ah, the smell. I have pieces of the vanilla scented things, whatever they're called. Back seems to be in very good overall condition. No tears in the leather. It's nice and supple, cushy. Seems to be quite nice, except for the terrible smell in here. Let's see what we have in the trunk. So this is probably for the cover. More of those vanilla scented wrappers. What's this? Oil. Mercedes-Benz oil, original. Looks to be untouched, at least. So let's hope the owner only got this as insurance. He wasn't actually expecting to be topping it off. We have some windshield wiper stuff, first aid kit. What's this? Nordak quick charger. Okay, so those are maybe 10-15 bucks. So yeah, this coupled with the 10 cents we found in the middle armrest, and if I get this car, I'm already ahead. See, oh, one of the lights doesn't work. Let's see here. So this one was working, this one isn't working. See, other than that, here it looks fairly alright. Look at this flapping. That's factory flap, guys. It's exactly how it came from Mercedes factory. Perfect. Let's see what we have on the other side here in the back. Again, quite clean. Interiors is in decent condition. There's some garbage here on the seat, but it's dirty. But other than that, the seat looks in absolutely perfect condition. The carpets as well. They don't look excessively worn, seem to be in good order. Let's see here on the driver's side. Oh yeah, here is what I was talking about. This is completely broken, and these are usually completely broken. The only issue is they're kind of expensive. They're 70-80 bucks for both sides, and considering this is just a piece of plastic, I think at least it's quite expensive, but that's just me. See here, dashboard. See how many miles do we have? 164,000 kilometers. And the owner's saying that's original mileage. Nothing has been touched. It certainly seems to be like the steering wheel is worn a little bit, but it's still in very good condition. The seat, the driver's seat especially, as well, looks phenomenal. Looks really good. Oh, we have some buttons here. I wonder what this does. Apparently nothing. At least with the ignition off. Maybe when we start it up, maybe then it will do something. Have some more pitting here on the inside for some reason. And a screw here. That's certainly not factory. And one more here on the top as well. That's certainly not factory. So this has been off for some reason. Maybe it has something to do with the markings on both sides of the gutters of the G-Wagon, but we'll see. Here. Is this rust? No, just dirty. It's just dirt. Okay, that's good. See? Oh, this is broken. Someone tried to repair it expertly, but did a very poor job of that. Let's pop the hood and see what we have in there. Here is the lever. Oh, the boot strut works. It's a little rusty and crusty, but it is working. This doesn't look good, but hopefully it's only on this noise isolation. I really don't want to be touching this without any gloves. This is the engine. Here we can see some markings, something written in Japanese, something R134A. So this is probably for the air conditioning. We also have some other markings right here. Seems to be in decent condition overall. The classic oil cooler leak. You can see it here and here. That one is starting. The belt looks to be in decent condition. Yep. See if we have oil. Yep. It's filled right to the max. Okay. This radiator has seen better days, certainly. It seems extremely old and crusty. Let's see. It says here manufactured 25th 5th month 02. So yeah, this is definitely original to this vehicle. And it seems very rusty and crusty. This feels like jello. This is no good. Let's see here. And I also see some Something has been leaking here. You can clearly see the coolant residue on the radiator. Something has been leaking. At least on that side. I don't actually see anything here on this side. This side seems to be clean. Let's see here. Oh yeah, valve cover gaskets. Right there you can see the exorbitant amount of oil that's gushing. I don't even need to remove this, so the valve cover gaskets are shot. Yeah, we can see here as well. Right there you can see the oil. Let's check on the other side, but if one side is failing, yeah, this side is the same thing right here. You can see that. And there's certainly something going on here, because this isn't factory for sure. So there's some wiring coming here, so I wonder what this was. It's coming here to the negative terminal. Or is that the positive terminal? Could be the positive terminal, not sure. Yeah, that might be the positive terminal. So we have some wires that are going here through this boot into the cabin, so that's probably the two switches that we had. Not sure what that is, but it seems to come here for some reason. Let's see the brake fluid. This is very strange. This isn't brake fluid for some reason. I don't know if you can see in there. You can't see in there at all. But for some reason, yeah, this is actually pentosine. It smells like pentosine. It does smell like pentosine. Why would somebody put hydraulic fluid in the brake reservoir? See this. Oh, this is actually broken. The cap is broken on this. I have never seen something like that. Check this out. It's completely split apart. Bremsflüssigkeiten. So this... Okay, so this is brake fluid for sure. It smells like brake fluid. This is for the hydraulic system that controls the transfer case. And this should be for the brakes. I'm really interested in how this thing performs, considering it's full of pentosine. You can see how green it is actually. Brake fluid is clear, not green. So this should be very interesting. See here in the back. Again, valve cover gaskets. They're done. I don't really see anything else. So there's quite a bit of things that need to be done here. Let's check this guy. This looks fairly clean. And it's blue coolant. The one should be on this vehicle, so that's at least correct. Okay. It's a new day, and the G-Wagon is no longer in the underground parking garage. Actually, a lot of time has passed since the footage you saw in the beginning of the video. It's about maybe 3 weeks. As you probably can guess, the vehicle being outside, and yeah, you can guess, I actually ended up buying the car. But a little going back in time, what happened actually was when I was checking it, I wanted to start it up, hear the engine running, see if the transmission shifts into drive, in reverse, and actually the vehicle can move under its own weight. The thing was that the battery was flat, so I couldn't do that. I spoke to the owner to see maybe if we can put up my car or his car, get some jumper cables and try to jump start it. But the cables weren't long enough, and due to the way the G-Wagon was parked, it was impossible to actually jump start it. So I made him an offer. In the beginning he was adamant about it, but after a couple of days he came around and we agreed on a price, and yeah, now I'm the proud owner of G500, which admittedly looks quite good on the outside, but is in fact quite broken on the inside, and there are a lot of things that need to be addressed on the engine as well. But anyway, now that's finally out and it's mine, we can go over it once again, see everything that's broken, everything that needs some attention. Let's take a look, guys. There are a lot of things that are wrong or broken in the interior. Some clips probably broken or missing here. This thing is flopping around. Unfortunately, these are pretty expensive. I think they're about $100 for both of these plastics, so the one on the driver's side and the one on the passenger side. That one is fine, this one is broken. The ashtray is also gone, at least on the other side. As you can see, it's moving about, it's broken, and it makes this horrible creaking and squeaking noises while you drive. It's completely disgusting. This seat also squeaks. It's especially pronounced if someone is sitting on the driver's seat driving. That can make you mad if you drive this vehicle for a prolonged period of time. This pocket is broken, the map pocket. Here you can see a tear in the vinyl, and it's actually moving here. It's broken. Let's see in the back. This 12-volt outlet is gone. I don't really have something to put in right now, but if you put a charger or something in there, you can move it all the way around, and it loses connection all the time, and it squeaks as well. It's horrible. Yeah, this is also completely broken. As you can see, it's flapping around like crazy. Someone also tried to eliminate some interior rattles by putting some pieces of cardboard here. That's what it seems. This is actually completely broken. As you can see, it's falling apart. Someone put on some of these like hot glue or something to try and keep it in place, but it obviously didn't work out as they intended. Let's put that quickly back the way it was. This, at least, it seems to be fine. This thing is also rattling quite a bit. It will make a horrible racket once you're on the road. The passenger visor has a screw missing right here, and as you can see, it also flops around quite a bit. I'm also super interested to see what we have in the glove box in terms of documentation for this vehicle, considering it came from Japan. I'm sure there are some gems here. Let's see. Something Mercedes. I think that's some navigation modules or something like this. It says Panasonic Technics. And that's pretty much it. Let's see what we have. What else do we have here? This seems interesting. Mercedes Care. Everything is Japanese. Oh, and I have some stickers here. I think this is for some kind of registration. And in Japan, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they also write from the right to left, so I guess this is the year and this is the month. So we have here registration stickers for 2015, 2016 and 2017. So until 2017 this vehicle has probably been in Japan, after which it was imported to Germany.
Like I said before, once it was imported, the owner tried to register it there, but there was a lot of things wrong with it. So what is this? Oh, this is like the first 8 trainings. What to do in specific situations. It's funny. Why does it come with dogs playing football? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but yeah, that's a strange thing. Anyways, let's put all of this back inside. So this is what we have here. Nice little Mercedes booklet, I actually like that. Let's put that to the side. Let's see what else do we have here. I think just the normal manuals. G500L. Just probably some documentation. It says here 2006 something. I really have no idea what any of this means. So okay, we have a cool piece of document here, nice piece of paper. We also have the other manuals, and everything, like I said, is in Japanese. Alright, let's move on. This right here are the non-factory wires that I also saw last time. There are some inline fuses here that are probably for the lights. There's some wires just dangling here, and also some wires dangling here. I really don't know what they're for, but they seem to be cut. At least this wire is cut. It's just left here, so I need to clean all of this mess up. Other than that, except for the abundance of oil leaks that we have, I'll take the cover shortly and show you. Last time we saw the valve cover was leaking quite badly. The radiator is probably also leaking. I did find some clear telltale signs of water leaking from here. This hose is very malleable, a little bit like a jello, so all the hoses will need to be changed. The radiator is old, rusty and crusty, needs to be changed. The fan is held by zip ties. It's also dangling right here and also dangling from the other side, as you can see. So whoever worked on this was a proper mechanic. They did everything just right. Not going to open the coolant expansion tank because the car has been running for a little bit and it's still very warm. I don't want that to explode in my face. But we'll take the covers in just a second. What I also wanted to show you while we were here is this. What we have here is, unfortunately, pentosine, and it has no place in the brake master cylinder, the brake system at all, but especially here. That right there, some of you may wonder what that is. That is for the transfer case. That's transfer case hydraulic reservoir. It has the stupid broken cap, which I have been trying to source. As you can see, it's completely destroyed. I really don't know how this happens. Like, I've seen some very abused vehicles and I've never seen something like this. The good thing is at least there it seems to be brake fluid, old, but it's brake fluid, and that's what it needs to take actually. What I don't understand is why there's pentosine here. This is for the brakes. It needs to be brake fluid, and it's green, very green. I don't know if you guys can see inside, but yeah, you can't really see, it's super dark, but that unfortunately is not brake fluid but pentosine. So this will need to be changed. I've also noticed that the car doesn't really brake properly. Like, you press on the brake pedal and it stops a little bit, and then when you press a little bit more it just stops immediately. So you have, for the first 60% of pressing the pedal, you have maybe 10% brakes, and after that you have 90%. So The braking is very jerky. What I've also noticed is that the engine seems to be misfiring a little bit, especially under acceleration. The owner said it runs lumpy at idle. I don't really feel that. It runs alright at idle, but yeah, it definitely has some sort of a misfire. These engines are notorious for having issues with the coil packs and also the ignition wiring here. Most probably also change the spark plugs just for good measure. On this engine there are 16 of them, so that will be quite expensive. But yeah, let's take the covers off and see what we have underneath. And oh boy, is it oily. We have valve cover gasket leaks right here. Major leaks also on the other side. It seems to be dripping to where the ignition coils are, probably also on the spark plugs, which may explain why the vehicle isn't running properly. That particular coil looks to be extremely oily. We also have some seepage here where the oil cooler is, so those gaskets will need to be replaced. The drive belt at least seems to be in good condition. It says Mercedes-Benz on it, so it's original, which is always good. Some more of the export wiring that has been done here. All of that will need to be removed. At this point you guys might be wondering what exactly is the game plan for this vehicle, and I'm gonna tell you right now. I intend to restore this neglected G500 back to its former glory. But because I'm neither rich nor do I like to overspend on vehicles and or parts, we will be doing everything on a very strict budget. I really hope you guys subscribe to the channel and follow me on my journey to restoring this G500 back to its former glory. As usual, if you guys like the content, please subscribe, give a thumbs up to the video. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer those. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town.